Mariners sweep the Astros in fantastic fashion, winning this game and dominating the series. We're going to break it down today on Mariners Daily. Hi, everyone. My name is Sam Edwards. Thanks so much for joining me on the show. I greatly appreciate it. If you do enjoy this show, make sure you freaking subscribe and check me out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you like listening to your shows, to your podcasts. We're on there. So freaking check us out. And leave a 5-star review. Let me know what you like about the show, what you don't like, what can I work on. If you don't have anything good to say, just let's just keep that to ourselves. Or just post it in the YouTube comments, that I read them and I enjoy it. All right, guys, let's break down this series. The stand-up performers, George Kirby, everything, Josh Naylor as well. Freaking Josh Naylor. 2 home runs, back-to-back pitches, back-to-back plate appearances. I mean, just majestic, uh, majestic way to get out of the homerless drought that he had been in, and the offense is waking up fully, man. I mean, we are working right now, and it's great to see. It's great to see us take advantage of a bad rotation of the Houston Astros because this is a rotation that we need to get it done at. You know, if we're not getting it done versus the Astros rotation right now, we're not going to get it done versus anybody because the Astros rotation is as bad as it gets right now. Naylor with 2 home runs, like I said, 102 miles an hour, 365 feet on the first one, and then the second one was 111.5 miles per hour on the exit velocity. That went 433 feet. Fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful home runs on a couple fastballs from Mike Burrows, who had a rough start. And, it's a rough situation in Houston. 6 innings pitched for him, 11 hits given up, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. The 6 earned runs were all that the Mariners needed. It's it's a tough situation for, say, a guy like Mike Burrows coming into a situation in Houston that it's not going well. It's really not going well. The injuries, they're relying on guys like Lance McCullers Jr., freaking Christian Javier, and Tatsuya Imai, who all of those guys unproven right now. Javier and McCullers have not proven to be effective even when they're on the field, and they have not proven to be on the field very often. And Tatsuya Imai, while he is a proven commodity over in Japan, he has not proved himself in the major leagues yet, as he's had more bad starts than good starts so far. Now, a lot of people do believe that he's going to be good and effective. Right now, he is on the IL due to arm fatigue. Not what you want to see if you're the Houston Astros. And I think coming into this series, I was a little worried. I was a little worried that we were going to see a lackadaisical Mariners offense. Now, I don't think they scored as many runs as they probably should have. And I don't feel like, going against the Padres now into this next series, which I'll break down at the end, as you can see on my notes. I think that going against a team like the Padres, who have had a good rotation, who have had a good suppression of runs so far, we'll see what the Mariners can do. I think that's all I want to say. We'll see what we can do. And that's what this entire season is, We're seeing we had an impression of how good our team was. We saw underperformance in the early part of this season, and obviously we're still in the early part of the season, but over the past 4-game series, getting a sweep of the Astros definitely feels good no matter how bad the Astros rotation was. And Burrows is in a tough situation because of the injuries that the Astros are dealing with. The amount of the bullpen that they've had to work through already, it puts him in a situation where his ERA gets blown up a little bit and he gets left out there, basically. His whip gets blown up out there because they don't have the guys in the bullpen to get it done. And they need length out of Burrows. And with length with Burrows, you're risking the lack of performance, which is what we saw in this start. He's a changeup slider guy that it just was not working. He did get swings and misses, but he also gave up a lot of hits. a lot of hits to a Mariners offense that hasn't been great, but the past 4 games, we finally turned it. Naylor was a big part of that. I'm going to get to a couple of series standouts offensively, but I did want to talk about George Kirby first, because how could you not? How could you not, man? Second start in a row where we saw some series length out of him. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 99 pitches. It's great to see. It's just great to see George back, man. I mean, he's not like, dominant, but my gosh, is he consistent when he is at his game. And he proved in this start that he does not need his four-seamer to dominate an offense. It was not the four-seamer. That was the go-to pitch. It was the freaking slider. And yes, we've known that slider to be a really good pitch, but the four-seamer is the one that's supposed to set the tone there. It's supposed to be the number one, and then you throw the slider as your really good number two. But instead, they switched roles. He threw the slider 34% of the time, which was 17% higher than the last start. The last start where he was dominant, might I add. Might I remind you, you know, 8 innings pitched. He's pitching into the 8th inning, back-to-back starts, and he's doing it 2 different ways. The four-seamer was not the dominant pitch that we have known it to be. He threw it 28% of the time, which is still good, but that is 13% less than the previous start. 6 whiffs on the pitch, 2 called strikes, good for a 28.6 CSW percentage. That's not amazing, but it's good. 67.9 strike percentage is good, but it's not what we saw the last start. He's proving that he can dominate in 2 different ways. He doesn't need the four-seamer to be working. He can throw it at the top of the zone and above the zone because the Astros were extremely swing happy. He made that adjustment. You can see it in the first inning. A lot of solid contact from Altuve and Jordan. A lot of solid contact. So what does he do? He changes the game plan and he goes to the slider more. And the slider was working. Threw it 34% of the time, had 4 whiffs on the pitch, but 9 called strikes. 9 called strikes on the slider. That means he's throwing the four-seamer out of the zone, and batters are expecting it to go out of the zone, so they're not swinging as much. And they wait, and it's a slider for 9 called strikes. That is a 38% CSW percentage. 85 strike percentage on the slider. 85 strike percentage on a slider is crazy. And it didn't even get hit hard. Couple hard hit balls off the slider, but really manageable. Very manageable. And then the four-seamer gets to be the backup. It gets to be the pitch that lives up at the top of the zone, which is where exactly Kirby threw the pitch. To have 2 pitches like that, to have the four-seamer and the slider be able to be as effective as they were, I think just proves how good Kirby can be on a consistent basis. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Threw the sinker 19% of the time. It didn't do much. No whiffs on the pitch. 3 called strikes. Only a 15 CSW. Manageable. But the big key with the sinker is that out of the 7 balls in play that it got, 6 of those were outs. And that is what you want. You want batters to swing at the sinker, hit it into play, and get some soft contact. 68 strike percentage on the sinker. Great to see. The curveball has kind of been a nothing pitch for Kirby. I think it's more of a show pitch, honestly. Got 1 whiff, no called strikes, only a 40 strike percentage. I don't really know what he uses the curve for. If somebody could fill that in for me, what is the curve's point? Is that to like play off the slider and then you get more called strikes on the slider? Is that also? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Just a different look. It's a different look of a pitch. He also threw the cutter and the changeup a little bit, as he has done so far early on this season. Just a great start from Kirby, and I love to see it, man. Love to see it. Had a 12.1 swinging strike percentage on this start, 28.3 called strike percentage. Sorry, 28.3 CSW percentage. I think I just wrote that wrong in my notes. Overall, just a fantastic start, and I love to see a pitcher like Kirby get it done in a different way because we know the control is going to be there. He didn't have to throw the four seamer in the zone because the slider was doing the work. 85 strike percentage on the slider, man. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. There was a lot of anticipation about Kirby coming into this season. We saw a couple rough starts, and now we're seeing him start to cook. And back to back starts, doing it in two different ways. Either the four seamer's working or the slider's working. Four seamer wasn't even getting hit hard, man. He's just keeping it out of the zone. He doesn't have to have a crazy strike percentage. I mean, 67.9 is still very good for the four seamer strike percentage. So it's still good, man. It's still good, but it doesn't need to be the pitch. And that's great to see. Let's get to some series standouts here. Offensively, yeah, Raley. Luke Raley and freaking J Rod killed it this series. Let's start with J Rod, actually. J Rod, I mean, this game he was 2 for 4. Had a super hard hit double in the first inning, 109.6 miles an hour. He goes 2 for 4 in this game. Game 3, he went 2 for 4. Game 2, he went 2 for 4. And game 1, he went 1 for 5. On the series, he was 7 for 11. If J Rod can get going, man, oh my gosh. Let's go, baby. It's so good to see. So good to see J Rod at the top of his game, man. It's just great to see. And no, the power has not fully come to life, but he did hit his first homer in this series for the season. First homer of the season. And yeah, 7 for 11. Let's keep going, baby. Let's keep going. I want to see it versus the Padres. And then Luke Raley, he went 3 for 4 in this game with a RBI single. Game 3, he went 3 for 5. Game 2, he was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. In game 1, he was 1 for 4. On the series, he was 7 for 17. Just great to see. Great to see him rolling. He also had a fantastic catch to rob possibly a home run from Cam Smith in the 9th inning, possibly a 2-run homer. Read the pitch perfectly, timed the jump perfectly off the bat of Cam Smith. It was 103 miles an hour. It went 370 feet. Raley made the catch. Great to see. He's not an amazing defenseman, but he was there and timed everything perfectly. On the series, 7 for 17 is great. I will say, I think this kind of shows everything that you can get from Luke Raley when he's rolling. I mean, obviously 3 for 4 and 3 for 5 in back-to-back games is great to see. Then obviously you got game 2, he goes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Like that's kind of the Luke Raley experience here. It's kind of what we can expect, I think, from Raley. It's the high strikeouts, yes, but he can make a decent amount of contact, and he's not just a power guy, which is great to see. I do want to see Canzone get more playing time, though. You know me. I love Canzone. I believe in him. I really believe in him. I want to see Canzone consistently out there. That would be great. We didn't see that consistently throughout this series, but we did see him out there. I just want to see him get going, man. I don't want to waste I don't want to waste Canzone, really. And it's hard for me to talk about Luke Raley without talking about Canzone, weirdly enough. Raley's looking good, man. Hey, he's looking good. He's looking better than I thought he would. And that's great to see. It's the consistency that's the tough thing with Raley because you can get the 3 for 5, 3 for 4s, and then you can get the 0 for 4s with 3 strikeouts where he's not even people, you know? So great catch, great series. I want to see J Rod come to life and get going early on in this season. That'd be great. Let's get to this Padres series, baby. The Padres are going to be a difficult team to face here. They are 10-6. They have won 5 straight. We have won 4 straight. Game 1 is Woo versus Michael King. Yeah. The Padres have a couple good hitters that have got some good stats versus Woo. Tatis, 9 ABs versus Brian Woo. 2 home runs, 333 batting average, and a 1.333 OPS. Gavin Sheets is another guy. 10 ABs versus Woo. He's got a homer. He's hitting 300 with a 900 OPS. And then Miguel Andujar has 2 home runs versus Brian Woo, a 364 batting average and a 1.462 OPS out of 11, or sorry, yeah, 11 plate appearances. I I'm shocked to see these guys have such good stats versus Wu. Maybe it's just the fastball. Maybe they're just all really good fastball hitters, and Wu does really rely on the fastball and the sinker. I don't know, but we'll see. I believe in Wu. He's our ace, man. He is our ace. We've got a couple guys that are good that have got some good stats versus Michael King, but it will be a challenge, I think. Rosarena is our top guy here. He's got 2 home runs versus King, 364 batting average, and a 1.462 OPS versus King out of 11 ABs. And then Raleigh has 9 ABs versus King. He's got a 333 batting average, 956 OPS. No home runs versus King, but still good stats. So I'm curious to see what happens. It's a good matchup. It's a good freaking team. They are 10-6 on the season, won 5 straight. We have won 4 straight, but we are below 500 still due to that poor, poor couple of games. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. This is gonna be a tough series. I'm curious to see how this goes. And yeah, just stay locked in, baby. Let me know what you guys think about this series versus the Astros. What does this prove? Does this prove that the Astros pitching is just this bad, or does this prove something about our offense? I want to hear your thoughts. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And go check me out on Spotify, freaking Apple Music. If you like listening to the show and you want to do something else while you're doing it, lock in. Let's go. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. I appreciate it. Bye.